Hi, Professor Ashby. I decided to share my story about the work my mom instilled in me when I was a child. So, we were a very strict family growing up, and my mom had this garden that was 20 by 70 feet. It was ginormous. It was like a community garden. All the neighbors knew about it, and if they ever needed a fresh tomato for their like dinner, they would just come over and get it. And I remember I was probably, I would say 10, and we would go out there for hours every weekend, and I would have a full size grocery bag full of just green beans, and the tomatoes would fill half of a wagon, and the heat was really intense. So physically, that was a great work ethic that my mom taught me, but then also she taught me more of a spirituality, what comes from working hard. So what we would do with all those vegetables, we would actually go around and take them to the elderly. We would give them a bag, and we actually pre-package them. There'd be a bag of pre-cut and washed green beans, a few tomatoes, a couple cucumbers, a couple squashes, a couple cobs of corn, and it was almost like a very spiritual experience going to each house to these elders, and you can just see how much it made them happy. So that's why I wanted to talk about this one, even though that was years ago. It still relates to my life today, because I was taught by a family that when you work, you need to also serve others. And that's what I tried to do on a daily basis. I tried to help people. I'm actually in a place of work where that's all we do, is to try to help people with financing. And at the end of the day, I remember everything that I have and that my mom taught me was from that garden, or from all the years of her teaching me how to sew. And I just wanted to say this and the blessings that I have enjoyed from this, because I know that my children will be blessed because I have the tools that my mom instilled in me, and they will also be blessed because they'll have such a great grandma. It affected me today. The blessings today are still extremely high, but it was mostly as a child, that when you have such a strong experience when you're a child, it laps over to when you're an adult. So that's the biggest blessing I have, is just from those summers of working hard. It makes me want to be a better person. And that was just the story that I hold very dear to my heart, because most people can't say that they delivered tons of fruits and vegetables to their neighbors. And I just feel very fortunate that I was able to live in such a house where that was possible.